to Over the Hill Acres. It appears we've got some weather brewing up. Probably supposed to get a few thunderstorms. It looks like it's pushing south of us. Hopefully it stays south of us. Um, I have a graduation party for my oldest granddaughter who is 18 and graduated high school, getting ready to head off to college for some law classes. She's not exactly sure what she wants to be, but she wants to be in that field. So we're going to go wish her luck and give her our support. And I found out one thing, that editing YouTube videos, for those of you that say it's really easy, those of us that are technically challenged, not so easy. It took me 4 or 5 days to get my first video edited and figure out how to publish it on YouTube. So I guess I got a little bit of idea now. So hopefully as time goes on and in the future, all my videos start looking a little better, sounding a little better, and things go in a timely manner. I'm hoping to publish on Friday and Saturdays a video. I got very limited equipment, just doing this with my phone for now. But if it's something I find interesting and want to keep going, I'm going to upgrade some of my equipment. That is one of my biggest issues, is the internet in my area over here. Well, it sucks. We're at the end of the line. Signal is weak and spotty at times, so it takes a while to download stuff. So I gotta do this in like evenings when I can put it on there and just let it do its things, because sometimes it'll take 2 hours to download a video. Hopefully in the near future that kind of stuff will get taken care of. But it's a beautiful morning out. Cloudy and overcast, but in the mid 70s and a slight breeze. It's Saturday morning right now, so a little time to relax before everybody gets up and gets going. Sometimes it's hard to get motivated first thing in the morning as I sit here on a patio when it's like this in the summertime. It's just so peaceful and quiet. I'm usually up by 6 o'clock at the latest every morning. I slept in a little bit this morning till 7, but me and the wife stayed up late watching some TV last night, so she is still sleeping because her schedule is way out there. That's for another video. We'll talk about her on another video. She's a midwife, so it's hard to say when she sleeps and when she works and when she eats. Things get a little crazy in our lives sometimes around here. But project I got going on is I'm going to be putting up a new light pole in our yard. The old one finally rotted out and fell over, and I was lucky to find a pole, so we're gonna get working on that this weekend, and I will take you along with me on this journey of getting some light back in the yard. For the wife, she really enjoys having that in the evenings because it gets dark out here where we're at. Okay, this is the light that will be going up on that pole. It's made by a company called iLight. I've never heard of them until I bought this one. I found this and 8 more of them at an auction. Brand new, still in a box. Never been used. So we are going to give this a shot and see how it goes, and it definitely should be bright enough. They're parking lot lights. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. I went and picked up the post hole digger from my son-in-law. We're gonna get working on this pole here, but for now I need to start wiring up the pole and get the light attached to it so it'll be ready to go when we get the hole dug later this afternoon. We got a little rain last night, not much. I need to work on this driveway and get this water to drain off of here down through the yard there, so it's not going on our patio and we have a flood. But right now our project is to work on this light. I need to get some tools and find some electric wire and mount that light on top of the pole right there. And so let's go in here and see what we can find. Don't mind the mess. I have got to get my little shed cleaned up, all my tools I keep in here, and this is my woodworking area. So let me look and see what we got. I guess right up there is some wire. We'll find a few tools here and figure out what we need. And then maybe this next weekend, I'm going to clean this mess up. All the wire I seem to have in here is 12-3 with a ground. I am not going to waste that on an electric pole. That stuff is stupidly expensive right now. So let's go look in the other building and see if I can find something else. This is the old milk house where we just store some junk. I was thinking I might have had some wire in here, but I'm not seeing it. We'll go check out the barn and see if there's anything in there. Now this building is in dire needs of being torn down, but this is where a lot of stuff was stored when I got it. It needs cleaned out. And a bunch of scrap metal, all kinds of goodies in here. But until then, it's being used as storage, but it will be coming down here in the future. I'm not seeing any wire in here either. I guess I might have to go and run and grab some. Okay. Nothing in here that I can locate. At one time, this was a thriving dairy farm, and they did a pretty good job here. The gentleman that owned it, he eventually passed away, and his son took it over, who was my father-in-law. He farmed it for many years, then he went to work for the county, and then the barn just kind of fell into disrepair. So now it was left with me and my wife. I think we're going to tear it down. The back section back there is actually in good shape. We're going to keep the back end and use that for cattle and chickens and other things. But in the meantime, we have a mess to clean up eventually. Okay, let's take a look in here. This is inside my tool shed. This is another building that I need to get. This all needs cleaned up and moved and sorted through. There's all kinds of tools and stuff. The building is in excellent shape, except there's a lot of stuff in here. This combine needs to come out of here. I store a boat for a gentleman. That's my boat over there. My father-in-law's tractor in the back. My son's Tahoe that he's been working on. Our camper. All kinds of room. I'm going to take from that door all the way over to this steel post here. Then we're going to build a wall across, pour concrete, and eventually turn this into my workshop area. And then on the other side of the wall, we will still use that for camper storage and boat storage, my tractor, and some other things. And I'm not seeing any wire in here either. I thought there might have been some laying up here on the wall, but I only need about 20 feet. I guess I'll make a few phone calls. I'm sure I got a few friends that have something around somewhere, and then we'll go from there. Well, after a lot of looking around and running to the store a couple times, I've got the light mounted on the pole. The wiring and conduit ran halfway down, and we have our hole drilled and dug over here. 4 feet down. We're going to attempt to try and put this into the ground this evening. Okay, it's just about straight up and down. I just got to turn it so the light is over the top of the driveway, level it out a little bit, and fill the hole back in. Hopefully I can accomplish this by dark. I will video a little more of this as I keep going. Okay, she's standing, leveled up. Now we're working on filling the hole in. Try to get this thing in and packed in tonight. Put the power to it, and we'll have ourselves an outside light. That's up there quite a ways. We'll see how she works. A nice LED light outside for a change. I'll be back. Well, folks, we have light. So that is the end of that project. I still have to wire in an outlet out here on the pole and put a photo sensor in. That'll be tomorrow or the next day. Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a minute here before I sign off from this video and thank all of you for watching. And if you feel so inclined, please subscribe and hit that like button. Being my second video, not sure how I did. I know there's some glitches. It was hard to hear any noise or audio in part of the clip when I was setting up the pole. I'm doing this with one camera. It's hard to get everything in, so I'm trying to figure things out here a little bit. And I appreciate you watching, and hope you all have a good day, and see you the next time.